Oh my God, Jay. Jay, oh my
Aiden, are you
God.
okay?
Oh my God.
What's
Jay,
wrong?
look behind you. Look
What's
behind
wrong?
you. It's fucking Hero Brian, dude, right on the screen. Holy shit, dude. Wow. He just bombed you.
Where's he at? He blew me up.
He blew
What
you
happened?
up.
What the fuck's Herobrine? Aiden, you can't do this
Oh
to me.
no, I
Oh my
think he
God, Aiden.
left. I think he left. I think he bombed you, and I
Oh
think
my
he
God.
dipped.
Oh God.
Did they say in the
God.
patch notes for the DLC if Herobrine was added?
Shit. Let's see.
Mr. Aonuma? Hold on.
Oh fuck! There it is. There it is. A new challenge related to Herobrine has been added.
Oh wow.
Oh my God. Oh my
Jeez. I knew Microsoft and
God.
Nintendo were working together, but how'd they get Herobrine in this shit?
God. I don't know, dude. He came out of nowhere.
Damn.
Shit.
Well, I
Fuck,
would
he
say
bombed me,
welcome
dude.
back to Breath of the Wild, but I'm a little too afraid to do an actual intro now. Like that's
Oh my God.
I'm fucking terrified. And we're entering a divine beast, and that should be way scarier, but
Oh. Frick.
I don't know if I want to go in there.
Can't believe we got bombed out of nowhere too.
By Herobrine of all characters.
My Herobrine.
Yeah.
It's good news. It's good news that I'm not Herobrine and I'm in fact Jay the Zoomster. So.
Yeah. And it's good news that I am in fact Minecraft Steve in the flesh for this episode.
So coming into this episode, I didn't quite know what Aiden was gonna do for the intro.
Yeah.
Because on one hand we ended up last episode on the haha it's Aiden's final episode. So I was like, what if we opened up this episode with just me?
That would have been
It
funny.
was just my episode. But then Aiden was like, I have a good idea, so I was like, okay. And then he didn't tell me what it was. He just said that I had to act, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And
Then Herobrine showed up out of nowhere. It was wild.
it was wild, dude.
I swear. Shit was crazy.
Came out of nowhere. Oh, thanks for the torch.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
So I've never seen this divine beast before.
Oh, really? This is
Yeah.
your first time seeing
This
it?
is my first time seeing it in action. I see that darkness
Welcome.
seems to be the main mechanic here.
Yeah, for the opening bit at least.
Okay.
By the way, welcome to the Divine Beast episode.
Yeah.
Um,
Be about anywhere between 30 to an hour, depending on how long Jay takes, or maybe even 2 hours. Who knows?
hopefully not the latter.
We did pretty good on the elephant one, so the can you do a repeat? Another really good Divine Beast run. It's hard to say. Jay really out here taking hits.
It feels so good when you finally get that hit on them.
After like 30 tries, absolutely.
After like 30 fuck ups, and you're like, there you go. Now you burn. Now you burn.
Epic.
Alright, let's get out of the malice now before it hurts us. I'm gonna shoot the eye.
So where do you like rank this Divine Beast with the others? Is this a better one? Is this a worse one? Third place?
Oh, this is the worst Divine Beast.
You think so?
Yeah.
Worse than Camel, motherfucker?
I like the camel.
Okay. Okay, kid. But this one's your least favorite. Is it just because the darkness, or is it later shit?
It's mostly later shit too.
Okay.
I just feel like a lot of this dungeon kind of feels a little but I don't think this is anyone's favorite Divine Beast. If you do you want like a Divine Beast ranking this episode?
Yeah, go ahead. Why not?
Because I can give you one. So based on my memory, Divine Beast ranking goes number 1 elephant because it's very fun. Number 2 would probably be
See, it's already tough. It's already tough for you right
yeah,
now.
it's because like after the elephant, like the rest of them, I still like them all. I have fun with all of them. I want to say after the elephant, I'm gonna go camel,
Camel number 6.
and then I'm gonna go after camel. I'm gonna say Rito, and then Goron.
Don't like the Goron one at all.
No, I actually think this is kind of poorly designed. So it's gonna be fun to play it again.
Absolutely. Just like the last one, it's kind of going off of Jay's memory here, so
Yeah.
we'll see how much he remembers, how much he gets right.
Luckily, none of them are too terribly difficult, except the camel. But that's one of the things that makes the camel fun. Is it's like, it makes me actually think about it most of the time. So the
Ooh.
lights are back on now, so they're not out for too long. Thank God, because this would be worse than awful if the lights were out the whole time.
Yeah, I thought the darkness was going to be the main culprit, but it seems like that actually went by relatively quickly, all things considered.
Yeah, it's just kind of a frustrating opening, I guess. But it does get a little bit better, so that's good.
Hi.
Let's take out this malice, and let's go ahead and dupe. Did it dupe?
I don't know if it duped or not. I
Yes,
think.
it didn't dupe.
Uh,
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh, I'm like, are you doing something wrong? I got worried for a second.
So our first terminal is the easiest terminal to get. I guess that's kind of the issue, is like a lot of the terminals are kind of just out of the way in this one, as opposed to the elephant where they're kind of all in like one particular area.
Roughly the same
So
sort
it's
of
just
spot.
it's kind of frustrating to have some of the areas that the terminals are in. That being said, I also think another issue is there's just not as much like mobility and changes as opposed to in the elephant. And granted, the elephant only had the trunk to maneuver, right? So there wasn't anything like massive. But I don't know, I just feel like the trunk maneuvering like did more interesting things for the dungeon than the than this does, just by shifting it a little bit.
Right,
if
because
that makes sense.
all this dude really doing is just moving right or left, and that's it. And the homie, I guess, walking, but you don't really get to see that all that well. Whereas I felt like the water mechanics with the elephant were, well, very simple. You had like 4 different points to pick from, and you never knew like which one was the right one until you experimented with them. Here, it's like you literally have 2 options, left or right, and that's it. And that's cool, but like definitely not as complex or interesting comparatively.
Yeah, the Rito one kind of has a similar problem, which is why it's a little bit more towards the bottom. But that one's more fun mainly because I like the boss, and I like the aesthetic of the Rito one, and being in the air is kind of fun.
Big bird hours.
I'm also, I think, a little biased because I like the Rito like side of things just in general, like a lot. Like I think those are really, really good story things. So that's just me, I guess, though, at that point.
Fair enough. By the way, we have a Fierce Deity sword and a ton of crap, and you may be wondering where did we get that from. Jay decided to go ahead and pop out the amiibos right before we did this episode, so.
Hell yeah, dude.
We have like the Wind Waker tunic, a Fierce Deity sword, a ton of food, some broadswords, some little bit of weapons.
And we can do those every day. So if you guys just start to notice, like, we just start getting shit.
That's the reason.
Yeah, that's how it's happening.
Because Jay cracked up like 5 or 6 of these motherfuckers.
I own a good bit.
Out of
I own
living room.
A good bit
And
of
when-
my living room.
All right,
so.
we're gonna do this one and this one and this one and this one. We also got Epona too, just randomly out of one of them.
Yeah, she's in one of them, and I was like, oh, okay, damn.
So we registered them to the stables. We probably won't use Epona at all, just because Orbeez our boy. But hey, if
Yeah, but
Orbeez
it's
1
cool
and
that
2
happened.
die, we're covered.
Yeah, we automatically have another horse.
The best
So-
horse in the game.
I think I'm automatic. I think I'm already stumped.
Well, that didn't take long. That lets go of the ball, I guess, by doing that.
Yeah, that one. Let's go to the ball. I just have to find a blue fire, but I don't see any blue fire. So
Probably down in there, I guess. There's a lot of blue shit, though, to be fair.
yeah, see, yeah, there it is. So I guess, hold on. I guess I could like,
The Boko Club?
take this out, and then
How you gonna get all the way up
Like-
there again? I see.
do this.
I understand now. My brain is expanding. My brain evolving more.
Glad to see that your brain's evolved, Aiden. I'm very happy.
It took a long time, but
It barely fits in your cranium anymore, too. It's kind
Yeah.
of wild.
yeah. Fortunately, now I'll need to get the head upgrade to really fit in this extra brain space, but
For sure, for sure. So it's gonna be a little difficult.
I feel like biology's a little off on that one.
You'll be able to do it though. It won't be too difficult, you know?
I got the XP points, so it's not like I'm worried about it, but you know, it is still kind of scary going from your old head to a new head. You have a lot of nostalgia for it and stuff, so
It's gonna be a little bit of a bitch in the recovery period too,
yeah.
I think. But
You make it
I thought it was
noise.
gonna roll back down.
You got lucky that it went the right direction.
Yeah.
Which is good. You know what I think it is? That, like, the reason that a lot of these divine beasts, like, get a lot of crap from people, I literally think it's a size thing.
That's fair.
I think if these guys were slightly bigger, or at least bigger than the average dungeon of literally any Zelda game, they would get less crap. Because I think the mechanics are solid. I like the movement and the interactivity. But they're just a little too small for their own good, I think, to be, like, compared to a dungeon a lot of the time.
They're a little cramped. I will say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get the absolute hatred for them that I see from a lot of people.
I think the size kind of forces them to do this terminal system rather than, like, what we see a lot of shrines doing of, like, having a lot of tight puzzles with keys and rooms and stuff like that. Like, you could absolutely fit rooms into a divine beast, but the beast would need to be bigger and there would need to be a lot more space. So I think that's why they ended up going with the terminal route altogether.
And that being said, the terminal route still goes and gives us, like, some really fun puzzles.
Yeah.
So it's a give or take. I definitely wouldn't say I prefer divine beasts over, you know,
A dungeon.
like standard dungeons, but I like the divine beasts.
Sure.
I like them a good bit. They're a nice, like, change up from normal Zelda dungeons.
I like the interactivity thing. I think the terminal format is somewhat interesting. But it's just, like, I guess in terms of, like, flow, it's a bit of a different experience, and it leads to, if you know it, not quite as long. They're a lot shorter in general.
That's entirely fair. Yeah.
Some people
And
like
the
that.
fact
Some
that-
people like short, quick dungeons, get in and out, kind of like the shrine type of shit, but with, like, a little bit more complexity. Others want the 3-hour, like, let me fuck around in, like, 8,000 rooms, and that's cool too.
I do generally just look at these as, like, bigger shrines rather than, like, full-on dungeons, I guess. And I guess maybe that's why I appreciate them a bit more, because to me they're just, like, bigger versions of the shrines, which I really dig. So, but I could see the issue with it for a lot of people, definitely, 100%.
It's funny you say that, because you said the opposite thing last time.
Did I?
Yeah, when
What
we
did I say?
were doing the elephant, you had one of your key points to your argument of why you like the divine beast was that it felt different enough from the shrines that they were.
Well, yeah, but, like,
bigger
I still don't look at them as, like full-on dungeons, like with the multiple rooms and everything.
because they're not.
But I view them as simple mechanics like the shrines, but they're not, like, just bigger shrines like they could be, right? I guess that was my point, where it's like they're not fully just bigger shrines, because they could have easily just made multi-room shrines, right? That they go through here, but, like, it's still inventive enough to be different from them. But I still do view them as the same, like, concept of shrines. They're just full of puzzles rather than multiple room dungeons, and I kind of like that. And again, maybe that's why I wasn't underwhelmed with them, because of that aspect. But I don't know. And I guess maybe playing the game more kind of, like, shifted my opinion to view them a bit more as, like, bigger shrines. But again, this is still hardly comparable to, like, that one ball shrine that we did.
Right.
But it's still kind of patterned like a shrine.
They
have the same thing. You activate, you have to go solve a puzzle to get there.
They use a lot of your runes and a lot of, like, key abilities you got at the beginning of the game. I think these are a little bit different in the fact that, like, number one, the shape, number two, the interactivity, and number three, typically divine beasts will actually require you to use all your runes and all your abilities, whereas shrines very much, like, test one key aspect of that.
For sure. Absolutely.
And then looks is obviously something they share in common. The walking up and, like, activating shit is very similar to shrine. So I do believe there are some similarities here, but there's a bit of complexity too that I like about them, where it's like, okay, but there's a bit of gameplay difference, taking the shrine idea and evolving it out a little bit more.
I agree.
And the fact that you can control them and, like, move them certain ways and angles, I think adds to that.
See where it is on the I swear I just saw the terminal this past time. It's weird.
Maybe look again. Maybe look again. Ugh.
Oh.
Ugh.
Like, yeah. Yeah, I didn't need to like necessarily go back on a point that I had made prior.
I don't think
But,
you were. I think you just didn't
yeah.
remember what you said, and I was like,
I didn't remember the exact same thing I said. So I was just like, yeah, I don't really look at these in the same light as like say the Forest Temple from Twilight Princess. I think it at its core is a very different type of like dungeon, I guess, if you want to call it a dungeon, because I guess by definition they are still technically dungeons. So
they're serving
where
a very
is
similar
that
purpose.
thing?
Do you have to get rid of the malice on that side?
I might have to.
Because under one of the, you see that little homie down there?
Yeah, I see him.
I don't know if that reveals anything or not, but maybe that would. Okay, well. I forgot you could duck in this.
Yeah, baby.
See if that does anything.
Yep.
Okay. I had a
Thank
feeling
you.
that might have been the case, but I wasn't sure.
I swear I not only knew that it was there on the map, but I saw remnants of a terminal. I was like, I know I see it.
Okay. That one's actually relatively easy for the most part.
Yeah, that was a nice. That's also. It's kind of also hidden nicely too, because you're gonna wander around being like, well, where the fuck is it?
If you don't see the eye, you kind of miss it the whole point.
All right, the last one's inside.
Last one's inside. Cool. Again, you're going through this one relatively quickly.
I am shocked. I am absolutely shocked.
You're remembering it more, which is good, because if this is the one you hate the most, then it'll be good to get it over with quickly.
I think this is a poor. I don't know. Playing through this again kind of making me think the shrine's not as poorly designed as I once thought it was.
They are out of the way, though. I think that point still stands. I still think, like, the darkness thing at the beginning isn't really, like, all that interesting and kind of annoying. I wish you could do a little bit more interactivity with the homie. But the puzzles themselves, all things considered, they're not bad at all.
I think it's also, like...
Coming off of the last one, maybe.
Yeah, I enjoy the elephant a lot more. So, like, there's the case of, like... And I guess I think I put this, like, kind of low because I just don't remember it as much as I remember the others that I actually enjoy a lot. So, there is that. I don't know what I just did.
Did some shit.
So, yeah, right there is where we need to get into. But I don't remember how.
Okay. Well,
Might be
can
able
you
to hit
shoot
with a
through it?
fire arrow through there.
Or is it just a wall?
Can.
Damn, you can? I would have never figured that out. I would have just assumed it was just an invisible wall. Okay.
So, something dropped through there. How do I get to there?
You probably have to turn it again, I guess.
I'm guessing, yeah.
That's usually the answer. It's like, you don't know what to do if I can turn the thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I think I could have easily have done this one. I think I didn't give myself enough credit the first time around, because, like, after watching you go through it, I feel like I could have helped with a couple of these and even done it by myself.
I'm gonna say I think that this one might be easier than the
Yeah.
than the
Because I remember struggling a lot with the elephant and just assumed they were all like that and that one was the easiest. But, like, shit, I could have figured this out.
I used to think that one was the easiest, but this one's pretty simple now.
The darkness wasn't
Granted,
too bad. The other three weren't hard. There's not a whole lot of timing shit.
Granted, I'm stuck on like how to get into that room right there.
If I had to guess, there's probably a hole somewhere on top or a malice thing that you got to get rid of.
I'm guessing. I'm just
Because you can't access it on the ground floor.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay. I'm holding. Can you break it out of the wood?
Let me just move that.
Okay.
Oh.
And then a
okay.
light with a torch thing.
Okay, so my bad. I thought that was a keyhole. I thought that was a locked door. But no, getting up closer to it. Yeah, I remember what to do now. This one stumped. Okay. This one only stumped me mainly just because I didn't remember what I was doing. Oh, it went out. So I guess I gotta be quicker about it. Oh, there's one right
There's
here.
one right there. Yeah, that's way easier. Okay, now hurry. And get the shot. Epic.
Boom.
And just like
All
that,
right.
we done it. We did it. We diddly. We diddly did it.
Our dumbasses were trying to get through another door that didn't need to be gone
Yeah. I'm like, maybe you go this way, and it's like, no, the answer's a lot simpler. than you think it is.
Oops.
Sorry,
Oh,
Link.
that's why there's another one.
My bad. Didn't mean you do you dirty like that.
Okay, I thought maybe I could.
Where'd the other one go?
So
You
that is this one.
Oh. We just fucked it around and moved it a lot.
There we
And
go.
okay. Okay. Nice.
There we go. That's clever right there.
Nice. And then you easily just do that. Cool.
Aiden, maybe we should stop promising longer episodes when we're just gonna keep getting through them and.
I've been impressed. I figured one of these is gonna, and the camel one might. Who knows? Like, there's nothing to say that the bird
Absolutely
might do it to us, but no, I thought this one was gonna take a lot longer. I thought the elephant would take longer.
Oof.
But like, despite us struggling throughout multiple portions of this game, the divine beasts have not been one of those struggles.
I was worried about it too. I was like, this is gonna be the one we're gonna be doing this for 3 hours, Aiden. I was like, we're not gonna do it. And then I was like, oh, I guess we are gonna do it.
Yeah. Maybe they're all just easy. Maybe just they're not as hard.
I've also done them multiple times, so I do still have vague memories of most of them, which I'm sure definitely helps. But I killed this one. This one's actually kind of fun. Like, I still don't think I like it as much as the elephant. But
no, the elephant's better. This one was still a little bit easier, but I liked it a good bit.
I think it's also a little too simple.
And at points.
I think it kind of went by a little too quickly. That's why this one's not really memorable to me, because there's nothing really special about it.
Like the darkness.
So it's just kind of like
the most unique it gets, I feel.
Also, this boss is piss easy. Fireblight is not that hard. The only hard dungeon boss in this game is Thunderblight. And Thunderblight easy if you got the Master Sword. Which we will have by that point.
Absolutely. Look at this on me. You just got
kind of got a dope design, though.
And the big old Ganon here. Yeah, thank you. Bono, really. Oh no, this is Darut. This is Darut talking.
Yes, sir.
My bad. Darut. We can't hear him. Again, we don't have audio.
So it's the same thing. You just arrow, 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 arrow.
Mm-hmm.
You walk over to it. Pull out the great deity sword, because it's our most powerful, and you just go shoot, 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 shoot.
Second phase.
Are we gonna record speed this boss too? Because we flashed through the fucking water blight one too.
I assume the second phase is a little harder.
You'd say that, but
look, that looks dangerous. Look, it's a fire shield. Like, that's kind of bad.
I bet it does look dangerous.
That flaming ball is dangerous, dude. Look what Daruk had to say about that. He's like, don't fuck with that. Okay. Oh. Oh, really? That's it? Okay. 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 All right.
Hey.
He's got another attack though, right? Like, he's gonna do something else and not. He's gonna, like, come after you with the sword or something. Oh, he's just on the ground again. It took one remote bomb, really? Okay. Well, you're on fire. See? That's danger. A little bit.
I love your disappointment in this boss.
That's great. I'm happy for you, Jay, because it just means we can get through the episode easier.
Aiden.
He's dead.
Aiden.
He's dead. He's gone. The taking Unobo up the mountain was actually the real final boss of the whole time. Fireblight Ganon. Just oh, okay, well, fuck you. That was okay. So I don't want to make any harsh statements, because maybe you had a really good run through it, and maybe we didn't see all of his special attacks. But compared to Waterblight, man, come on. Come on. He's slow. He barely has any projectiles. He carries a big lumbering sword and didn't even come at you with it once. You charge him. He got stunned by a remote bomb and like 2 arrows. and he just took it. The whole. That can't be that easy, Jay. That can't. We must have broke something. Maybe the Fierce Deed is too broken. Maybe that.
I'm gonna say this, Aiden. That was a tremendously good run.
Okay.
That was a tremendously good run on my part.
Okay.
Because that boss can kick your ass. I knew exactly what I was doing, and I knew all his attack patterns. 2, I got lucky. 3, I had the Fierce Deity sword with 60 power, which is Master Sword strength, by the way.
Okay.
So, it's a mixture of all of that thing. And sure, you could say I used amiibos to get the Great Deity, the Fierce Deity sword. Who fucking cares? It beat the boss. We beat this in under the average time of a normal episode. Yeah. What the fuck?
Well, that's crazy. We could have snuck this into another episode had we known.
We could have.
Could just been like,
Holy
it's a regular episode and 20 minutes of Divine Beast.
And had I known that this episode was going to be as good as it was, I would have just done this at the end of last episode.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I would have just said, let's do it here. But damn. Shit. So I think that's kind of the biggest flaw of this Divine Beast. Is we're not gonna remember it by the end of the Let's Play.
No. Yeah, I don't think so. I think part of that had to do with like you knowing it and even you steamrolling through the boss due to luck, but I also think part of it is like even compared to the fucking elephant, who had a lot more interactivity, a lot more difficult puzzles, and Water Blight being legitimately that second phase can really kick your shit in. I've played it before. Comparatively, Fire Blight doesn't really pose that much of a threat. I think it would have took a little bit longer had you not had the Deity Sword. But it would have been like one more phase. You would have had to like done the bomb thing one more time and you would have been fine.
Definitely. I was surprised I didn't have to do that another time, but damn. That's the thing though, any of these bosses can kick your shit if you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
It's very fun to watch them and see what to do differently.
Now everybody gonna think of Fireblight again and piss easy, and then they're gonna go do it and get their shit kicked in. It's gonna be all your fault, Jay. We're not showing the real Breath of the Wild anymore. We're showing a fucking speed run.
That's gotta be my favorite reaction from you throughout this entire Let's Play is just, oh. Oh.
I was just expecting a little bit more. I don't know. I thought the fire shield was kind of cool. But like his first phase is piss easy. And then he
come
finally
at you,
gets up
I come
there.
at you.
I don't know. I just feel like that one is difficult. I wish it would have involved the terrain a little bit more, I think. Would have made it more fun. Like you would have had to...
Well, that's another thing is like, that's what makes the Water Blight fight so much fun is because you have to like destroy the ice cubes as they're coming at you. And everything, and this game is kind of just like...
I really like the use of Cryonis and Water Blight. And Fire Blight, by comparison, really just uses the bombs in a not in a very interesting way, I don't think.
No. They use the bombs in the same way that there's this one enemy that uses the bombs.
Right, like I was thinking of the fucking Octorok. Like, you know, we learned that mechanic in the Octorok, and it's cool that it showed up here, but it was just as hard as the Octorok.
Yup.
You know?
That being said, I want to tell you, 1, Thunderblight, a banging boss.
I'm looking forward
so good. 2, Windblight is fun as fuck as well.
Okay.
They're both far better than this Divine Beast.
Alright.
Damn, not only though is this Divine Beast so simple, like the build up to it was quick as fuck too.
Yeah, you had me believing it was gonna be a lot longer. Like all you have to do, in order, find Yubono in the fucking mountain, which by learning a very simple cannon technique, talk to the boss, lead Yunobo up said mountain, which by far is the most tedious part. But that didn't take all that long. You do that, and then you enter the Divine Beast, crush it immediately, and beat Fireblight Gamer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, we expected to have this shit done by episode 20.
Yeah, we were grossly...
Like, that's why we worried so much about episode 13 and all the lollygagging. I'm like, oh god, are we gonna have enough time for Fireblight? Are we gonna have enough time for the build-up? And I didn't know what the build-up was, so I just assumed, yeah, it probably would have taken that long. But no, this is episode 17. We did the last Divine Beast episode at 10. This one was supposed to be 20, and we did it 3 episodes earlier and have time to spare.
It's insane.
Wow. Wow. Herobrine was scarier than this. from the beginning. Herobrine really did spook us. We're in the entire Divine Beast. We're gonna get comments being like, Fireblight ain't that bad. Jane got really lucky, and I'm sure, yeah. But like, you said nobody thinks this is their favorite Divine Beast, so
if somebody comes up in our comments and says, actually, fuck you guys, the Goron Divine Beast is the I will stand corrected, but I don't think this is anybody's favorite.
Damn. Well, all right. Then we're pretty much done. These Goron boys, and if you go to the map, real quick, we have the whole like fucking west side of Hyrule, pretty much.
Yeah, it's insane, and that's good because we're gonna be abandoning this soon.
Yeah, we're gonna be heading
In
east.
favor of East Hyrule. My favorite location of Hyrule, honestly, is East Hyrule.
Hey, brother, thank you so much for beating Rudania. No, whatever, I don't care. I don't want to read the dialogue. No, Bo, I'm not gonna miss you at all. Thank you for being epic. Thank you for being the epicest character in this series. Mad respect. Is Daruk's protection pretty epic?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, so at least the reward's pretty good.
It just deflects fucking attacks and then bounces back off and hurts them.
Nice.
Guardians are piss easy now.
So we just have to talk to the boss now and we're good?
Yep.
Cool.
So I just looked up during that cutscene. People are saying that this is the hardest Divine Beast.
No. I thought everybody hated the camel one. That's the one I saw people complain about.
No. Camel is what people say is the hardest. Then most people are saying this is the second hardest. No.
I don't know. I don't even know anymore.
Did we just get lucky? Was this just an extremely lucky and piss easy run?
I can't say because I don't have my experience to like leverage it off of, right? I didn't have my first playthrough didn't go to this Divine Beast, so I have nothing to compare it to. I compared Waterblight because I remember doing that one.
Mm-hmm.
This one I don't know, so it's like I have no idea.
Waterblight got me tripped up.
Yeah. Waterblight was kind of tricky for you. I mean, you still did it pretty well, but like it was harder per se. What was this like during your first playthrough? Do you remember all that much? Like, was it hard?
It was a bit difficult. It was a bit difficult. I don't remember fucking why. But for some reason it was a bit difficult for me on that playthrough.
Fuck you.
But this time it was not difficult at all.
Maybe it's just a replayability thing. Like once you play through it,
fair.
it's not nearly as hard the second time around. That would explain it. I'm all trying to look for reasons right now, but the reason might just be that like that Divine Beast easy, and maybe that's just what we have to accept. But I'm all for coming up with excuses as to why, because I'm legitimately confused. That should not have taken that quickly.
Ooh, a baddie.
Damn.
Ooh, damn. So, thank you all for watching this episode of Breath of the Wild. I hope to see you all in the next. I'm not going to tell you what we're going to do because I want it to be an epic gamer surprise. But I'll see you all then. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.